Hey, what's up? It's Brody Blog 24. I'm your host and the writer of this stuff, David Brody, from Elvis Duran and the Morning Zoo. I've got a bunch of great topics to cover on this blog. Fidel Castro resigned as leader of Cuba. Gene Simmons of Kiss, one of my idols, has a new, well, I hate to use the term, but he has a sex tape out. Christina Aguilera has been breastfeeding lately, and it shows. Got a lot of movies that came out the past couple of months we got to talk about. Jane Fonda said the C word on the Today Show. But first and foremost, thankfully, the writer's strike is over. As a writer, I'm thrilled that the writers got at least something that they were looking for. So let's start off with a song about the strike that I wrote during the strike. It's called WGA, which of course stands for Writers Guild of America.
Right now, Hollywood is shut down because right now there are no scripts around. All the writers picketing round the town because they are so unhappy. Producers are podcasting their shows, so the writers want some internet dough. If they stay out, viewers surely will find nothing good to watch on prime time. They're all on strike at the WGA. They're all on strike at the WGA. So for every dollar that is made on the net, they are asking for a few cents. WGA. They're all on strike at the WGA. Writers, all their pencils are down. Reruns is all that can be found. WGA, they're all on strike at the WGA. Writers, are you listening to me? Writers, give us back our TV, yeah. WGA, they're all on strike at the WGA. Writers want 8 cents per DVD. Writers wrote this song parody. WGA, they're all on strike at the WGA.
Now, let's talk about Gene Simmons, bass player and one of the lead singers for the world-famous rock band Kiss. Now, if you know anything about Gene Simmons, you know that he is rumored to have been with close to 5,000 women. He's sort of a sex legend. Well, all that went out the window when a video surfaced online of him with another woman who's not the mother of his children. Gene and his partner Shannon have an open relationship, so he's allowed to do these things. What he shouldn't be allowed to do is have sex with his shirt on, his shoes on, and his pants down around his ankles. And in this video, he just kind of lays there. Not exactly the image of the fire-breathing, blood-spitting demon that he is in Kiss. Anyway, I'm a fan of Gene's, and Gene's a fan of mine. Just listen.
Hi, this is Gene Simmons. You're listening to my pal David Brody.
I hope he's not mad at me after he hears this song that I wrote after watching the video. I wrote it to the Kiss classic, Rock and Roll All Night.
I showed you everything I got. You keep on watching, but it's just not hot. I don't get wild, I just look lazy. You said you want to see me have sex. Now that you have, you wish that I stayed dressed. I don't get wild, I just look lazy. I keep my shirt on, I keep my shirt on. My sex tape videos online. It's where the girl at my age. Why was my shirt on the whole time? Trust me, it's better that way. My stomach rolls against her thighs. It is an awful display. I wanna crawl in a hole and die. Then be remembered this way.
Now, let's take a minute to listen to an alternative version of the sci-fi hit Cloverfield.
Brace yourselves for the latest sci-fi terror movie from the creator of Alias and Lost and the producers of Sesame Street. It's Cloverfield, starring...
Hello!
Grover.
This city is under attack. This is a job for Super Grover. Hi-ya!
It's the Muppets' best film since A Nightmare on Sesame Street.
The monster is far. The monster is near. Now the monster is far. First the monster was far. Now it's near.
Cloverfield. Brought to you by the letters N, C, and the number 17.
I hope you like that. And by the way, that was me playing the part of Grover.
Yes, it was. Trust me.
Moving on, let's talk about Jane Fonda. She, of course, is a well-respected actress who's also known for her exercise tapes from the 80s. She was being interviewed on the Today Show by Meredith Vieira. She was talking about her role in the vagina monologues when a word she shouldn't have said just came flying out of her mouth. It's the C word. So I wrote this song to Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood.
Right now, Jane Fonda's in some trouble. A bad word slipped that you might hear in a porno on the Today Show. Fonda stuck her foot into her mouth. She was talking and the C word came out. That ain't allowed by the FCC. And poor Meredith Vieira, her face turned white. Now the show face is so fine. Maybe next time she'll think before she speaks.
Speaking of dirty words, here's another movie spoof that I wrote. Nope, it's not The Bucket List.
Now playing in theaters, the story of two men who are going to die and the special list they make.
Yeah, listen, we're gonna die soon.
Yeah.
So we need to make a list.
Of all the things we want to do before we die?
No, a list of all the things we don't have to do because we're dying.
It's the bucket list.
Should we pay our taxes?
Fuck it. Should we pay our alimony? Fuck it.
The bucket list.
I just got called for jury duty.
Fuck it.
Rated FU.
If you saw Christina Aguilera on The Ellen Show, then you saw she's got 2 huge new assets. I mean, huge! Ellen asked her if she was breastfeeding, and of course she said, "What do you think?" If you haven't seen the clip, check it out on YouTube. Some guys see breasts like that, they stare. Okay, I do too. But I also write songs about them.
Can't see over my boobies. Can't see past my boobies. Can't see over my boobies. Can't see past my boobies. My boy's gonna grow, I can feed him all day long. I got massive inflation, I could probably breastfeed King Kong. I grow and grow, can't wear a coat. They help me float. They say Goodyear on them. They're up by my throat. Don't need implants, just go and have a baby. I can't see my feet. All you see is my boobs. They could feed 10 babies. I got massive boobs. They're growing like crazy. My bra size is cute. My dress is double wide. My chest was supersized. Got cleavage for a mile. I got massive boobs. Can't see over my boobies. Can't see past my boobies.
Now we'll wrap up the Brody blog with a song about Fidel Castro stepping down as leader of Cuba. It's a spoof on the old Come Back to Jamaica commercials.
And now, a word from the Tourism Board of Cuba.
Now come back to Cuba. Fidel rules no more. Our people are dancing, not washed up on the shore. Come back now to Cuba and have a cigar. But don't get too happy, there's still a Castro in charge.
And that wraps up Brody Blog 24. I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you weren't offended by it, and I hope you'll come back and check out Brody Blog 25. You can always email me at zoobrody@gmail.com. That's ZOOBRODY@gmail.com, and let me know what you thought of the blog. To hear more of the blogs I've done, go to elvisduran.com, keyword Brody. Thanks for listening to the blog. Thanks for listening to Elvis Duran in the Morning Zoo. Peace out, everybody.
The Brody blog is property of Clear Channel Communications and may not be rebroadcast in any medium, nor shall any parts of it be posted on any website other than elvisduran.com, and those websites belonging to affiliates of the Elvis Duran in the Morning Zoo program.